Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Well, this week I ordered a shifter rebuild kit from Miata, and I also treated myself to a new genuine leather shift boot, and I got both of these online. I'll put the links in the description. This is the one this came from England. This took about probably 2 weeks, but it's the same one I have in the Prelude. Not expensive, very good quality. But the shifter on this car, probably original, definitely very sloppy, and in need of a rebuild. You can see it's just very, this is not really going to be so much a how-to, more of a vlog style video. And I will put a link in the description. The other YouTube channel, Because Miata, has a very good tutorial, and I'll put the link in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this center console out and get started. Stay tuned. Also wanted to add that I picked up some 75W90 gear oil for the turret. I don't know this is exactly what is recommended. This is GL5, and I think they recommend GL4, but the store I went to didn't have any, so I'm really not too worried. So I got a transfer pump to hopefully suck the rest of that out, whatever's left in there. I'm sure it's pretty nasty. I doubt it's ever been changed in almost 200,000 miles, but let's get started. We'll find out. Okay, I got the console off, and as you can see, this is definitely ready for a rebuild kit. So the kit that I bought basically comes with everything. I mean, this alone definitely needed a replacement, but since I'm in there, might as well do everything. So I'm gonna get this all taken apart and read some instructions and get started on this. I don't expect it should take too long. Okay, I've got the retainer collar off. Now there's looks like 3 10mm that are holding this into place. I'll go ahead and remove those. I'll be able to pop this out, and then we can start the rebuild process. Okay, with this off, you can see mine was definitely full of fluid, but it's pretty dirty. So I think the next thing you do is you reach in and you remove. It's actually pretty warm too, because I was just driving the car. There's a bushing in here. I'm actually gonna get a screwdriver and try to pry that out off camera. So once I get that out, we can start the rebuild. Okay, I managed to siphon out all the old nasty fluid, and it's over here. I used this transfer pump, which was really probably too big for it, but it's what I could find. It's in this old Peanuts can. As you can see, it's pretty nasty in there, pretty black. Anyway, so that's done. So I can fill it full of fluid and put this thing back together. Of course, Donovan, as always, very nosy what's going on. Aren't you, Donovan? Always wants to help. All right, with this out of the car, I'm gonna go ahead and take this apart. I'm really kind of just gonna take it apart and put it back together with all the same pieces in the reverse order. I know this is already ripped to shreds, and this needs to be cut off, and then I can go ahead and remove everything else and start replacing, I guess, replacing the parts that are in here. They're just pretty nasty. So I'm gonna get this this little rotten rubber boot off of here. All right, I've got this all put together. Pretty self-explanatory. This has to go on in this order with the washer facing up. You slide that on. A little bit of PB Blaster made it go on easy. Now I just need to put this down over it. But first you have to spray some PB Blaster in there to make that go in. I absolutely hate the smell of PB Blaster. I don't know why. I just find it to be nasty. Anyway, 2 hands, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then this will be ready to put back into the car. All right, back in the car here. Gonna go ahead and pop this in. This really only goes in one way. Gotta line up that hole right there. And install it. Kind of hard to do with one hand. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll fill up the turret with the new oil. All right, this is definitely not gonna take much. Oh, might help if I break the seal. All right, take two. All right. You can see the level in there. It's just over the top of the piece of metal that accepts the bottom of the shifter. Just ensures everything's nice and lubricated. Okay, the shifter is installed, and that was very simple. It only goes in one way, and it was so quick. And then you just tighten down these last 10 mils right there, and this is big difference, huge difference. So I'm going to go ahead and put the brand new outer cover on, and then I can turn my attention to the new shift boot. So that should complete the look. All right, this is all done. Very happy with it. Now I'm going to turn my attention to excuse me, this new shift boot right here, which got this console in here. Pretty simple, looks like 4 screws, and I replaced this once already. There's nothing wrong with this, it's just really cheap vinyl. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these 4 out and put the new one in, and then that should be done. All right, with this removed, looks pretty simple. Like I said, just 4 screws on the back, but it's got these little retention clips, these plastic clips, where looks like the new one has the holes already pre-drilled, because this was specifically for an NA Miata. So I'm gonna get this one off and get this one on. Big difference in quality. So nothing wrong with this one. It's just pretty thin vinyl. It was cheap when I replaced it a couple years ago, but time for a little upgrade. All right, this is all put together. Went on there very well. Like I said, I'll put the link in the description for this. Real leather, and this was not at all expensive. It's the same one that I have in the Prelude from the same company, made very specifically for this exact car. So the fit and finish is phenomenal. All right, next time you see it, it'll all be put back together. All right, just took this for a test drive, and what a difference, night and day. This feels like I would imagine it would have felt back in 1990. Nice and firm, slick, no issues at all. Definitely worth the hour or two, whatever it takes for you to do this. Highly recommend it. Again, the links will be in the description for the products and for the Because Miata video. That is a very good tutorial, so please feel free to check it out. Anyway, let me know if you have any questions. As always, thanks for watching. Catch you on the flip side.